I'm waiting for it to be live. Hey, what's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? You know me. I'm Tom from Drop Mac, and with me is the one and only Nan Lawson. Nan, how are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Cannot complain. I had a very, very long day. And have you been part of the festivities so far?
No.
No.
This is just the beginning for me.
This is just the beginning for you. I mean, there have been 2 streams, I think, before, and those 2 streams have been a blast, I guess, because I have been sorting through the overlays because I had my day started off at 5:30. I had to get up because there's a strike on all the trains and public transport, so it's hard for me to get to school. And that really sucked. And then that's why I got to get up earlier. Then I had school. I had a fun time though, because I'm teaching my advanced English class. I'm teaching The Green Knight. So Godwin and the Green Knight. We're reading the poem, and I had him act out the round table scene when the Green Knight comes to the castle of Camelot.
That's great.
And that was really fun. They had a blast with that. And then we watched the first scene of The Green Knight, just to compare that if their acting skills were on par. And they really enjoyed it. And it was like, today was like one of those moments when you're a teacher, you're like, this is it. They were like, Mr. Luther, like what is this? What does this mean? Can you explain this to us? We were discussing with each other. And I was like, my heart was like melting, and I was like, oh my God. Oh, Captain, my Captain. That's how I felt.
Nice, that's awesome.
But yeah, that was my day. I mean, your day already, is already on the way, but you're not finished as on this part of the world. But
it's still a little early here, yeah.
How was the morning?
Very nice, calm. Dropped my kid off at school, and then came back, had some breakfast.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We got a couple of viewers also in there. We got Michael Rice, 140. We got Branchino. I hope I pronounced that right. It's he's saying, "Woo! It's Tom and Nan Lawson." So everybody's happy to see us. So that's a really good thing. Quick question on the side. I did a really nice interview with your husband, and how's he doing? What's up with him? Is he already on set again?
No, he's heading out soon though.
Okay, it's happening.
For the next season, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you excited for season 4?
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything. You know, he kind of tells me little things here and there, but I like to be surprised. I don't want to be spoiled.
Okay, I just wanted to know: are you spoiled already?
I'm spoiled usually with casting stuff, like if they, have someone coming back. But not like story stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's at least something. And we got some more people in there. Printed in Blood is showing up, saying, "What's up, Tom? Hi, Nan. How are you doing, Steve?" I think it's Steve on the other end there. And Haley Smith joined us. Really great artist. Really enjoy what she is doing. And but let's talk about your artwork. What's going on? I've seen something cool, and I talked about it on my show, but. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Are you talking about your book?
No. Oh. We're not going to do that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the Vice press release.
Oh, the thing or the Lord of the Rings?
Both.
Oh yeah, those both recently came out, so very exciting.
What's the deal? I mean, let's start with Lord of the Rings. It's a little bit like I thought. Was it like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? About there, and last week was the thing, right?
Yeah, it was like some back-to-back releases with those guys.
Good to see you. I'm just saying to the fans out there, I'm just mouthing so you can talk, because they're all high-fiving us and saying, "What's up?" Carly draws us in there. Ryan Shoemade, James joined us here, so that's.
Oh, hey everyone.
So I'm just saying basically, I see you guys, all good. What's up?
Oh man.
So
so like those back-to-back kind of drops. I worked on both of those. Well, The Thing I finished pretty recently, but Lord of the Rings took a while.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of like a beginning of the year I started working on that. So
Okay,
it's
and
exciting to see it come out, and I got my copies and they look so beautiful in person. So
this was what size again?
18 by 24.
Okay, it's a little bit bigger than the series you had, right?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit bigger.
Okay,
Hmm.
and this with Vice Press, I mean, you keep putting out stuff with Vice Press, which is really cool, and
Hmm.
I really enjoyed this piece. What is your take on it in terms of because don't take me wrong on this one, but your prints are for me very emotional, almost romantic. Is
Hmm.
is that what you're going for in especially in the scene,
I
obviously,
mean,
man?
clearly in this one, yeah. But I wanted to do. I had sent them a few sketches
Mm.
of like scenes I wanted to depict, uh, different options, and this one I did was everyone's favorite because it's like a scene that is so iconic
Mm-hmm.
in the movie. Like everyone remembers that moment when they're standing on the bridge and like having
Mm.
this really romantic moment. But like you don't see posters or artwork for that
Yeah.
scene really ever. So yeah, I was super excited to do, something with Arwen and Aragorn because
Mm.
I feel like, that love story is so wonderful and everyone really, latches onto it and like why isn't there more art with that?
Yeah. Quick question on that: is it are there going to be some companion pieces for the other parts? Is there going to be like a Legolas Gimli love story?
Ooh.
That would be
um
interesting, I'd say.
no no plans yet for any more, but if people like this one, maybe.
All right, cool, cool, cool. And I don't know. I'll just drop like an idea for the last one there. How about
Mhm.
Gollum in the ring falling
You
down?
mean the greatest love story ever
Exactly,
told?
exactly. My
Yes.
so yeah, that would be very funny to see. But also this is one of the things. While you're talking about we're not seeing this and that blah blah blah. I wanted to see like the part of a movie where Aragorn throws Gimli. Put that on a print, and don't tell the elf. Don't tell the elf.
Oh man, that would be good. That would be hard because it's like that dark, rainy scene.
Yeah,
You've got to toss me.
exactly.
Mm.
Let's talk about the big thing of the AMPjam this year, composition. How's it in terms of your creative process? How do you go about it, especially when it comes to the composition?
Well, mostly for my stuff, I'm very like pulled back from the scenes and like, I usually, do a sort of thing where it's looking through something like through trees or, brush or whatever. And then in the distance, you sort of see the figures in sort of a more open space.
Hmm.
So that's like usually my go-to. And that's just my style, I guess. But like compositionally, for anything else, like I do a lot of just scene studies. I really just like rip off the cinematographers of films.
Who's your favorite
um,
cinematographer? Speaking of that,
I don't have a favorite cinematographer. I'm gonna be honest.
you don't have one. You don't have
That
one.
bad. I don't
Okay,
have one.
it's not Roger Deakins.
No.
Okay, okay, fair enough. But yeah, people, you can also participate. Yeah, and I've seen people pushing the like button. That helps us all. So yeah, if you're in there, if you could all press the like button on every stream, obviously not on just on this one, it is highly appreciated. And yeah, people already wanting. Branchino is saying he wants a plus one on what part though, Branchino? Is it on the part of the Gimli tossing or what do you want to see, my friend? Also, Vittorio, how you doing? And yeah, coming back to the compositions and ripping off is there a favorite scene in like, or do you have like one? Let's say, do you have one favorite scene in every movie, or is it multiple scenes, or is it the movie in like in its totality?
Oh, that's such a tough question for me.
Hmm. I'll
A
give you time to
favorite
answer.
scene in a movie.
Is it because like sometimes there's this one scene you really love, the others don't matter, but in some movies it's just
Mm,
like a lot.
no, I'm sorry.
You don't?
So it's just a tough question. I mean, there's so many, beautiful scenes, but there's nothing I can, a top of mind that I'm like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was speaking more in general, not a specific one. More in general, when you watch a movie, is like when
Mm-hmm.
it comes like for example, looking at Blade Runner, Blade Runner
Mm-hmm.
2049. I really love Blade
Mm-hmm.
Runner 2049, so I really enjoyed watching the whole movie in terms of cinematography. Or looking at Dunkirk, for example, the cinematography was
Mm-hmm.
really amazing. Also, The Green Knight and the whole movie. But sometimes it's just like in certain movies I really enjoy just this one scene because the setting and the cinematography in this one, like I don't know, looking at Lord of the Ring, not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
the one take that they
Mm.
had at the battle there, the 8 minute
Well,
one
I
take, for
mean, if
example,
you're talking Game of Thrones, the one scene that stands out to me always, always love the scene is the Battle of the Bastards when
Hmm.
Jon Snow's standing in front of the horses.
Yeah.
He takes his sword out and like the music swells and it's like a whole thing and I'm just like, oh, this is like pure
Hmm.
fantasy, historical sword fighting stuff. And I love that.
Yeah, that sounds really great. And let's swipe over to the thing, which you just
Mm-hmm.
released with Vice Press.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? But I mean, that's from the movie, obviously. But is it in the cinematography? I haven't watched it in forever, so it's not
I
my
mean,
favorite
I
movie.
think
Man.
that one, I didn't like, like do a scene study
Hmm.
for that one. That was more of like um, my sort of pulled back, you see the like little things in the distance, like the helicopter and the dog.
Hmm.
And, Matt Ferguson was like, what if you had the sign that's like the little sign that the dog runs by right in the
Yeah.
beginning? Um, so
Have you?
that's sort of,
How many times did
go
you
ahead.
watch it?
I watched it twice,
Okay.
or like once, like all the way through just
Yeah.
to watch, and then like
Yeah.
just like maybe just like scenes to like really like look at and be like, do I want to do this or this or this? I mean, in the end, it was like, how could I not do like that big, expansive, snowy shot? But I wanted to see if there were other things that could be an option.
Okay. And what's the trick to make the thing romantic?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not a romantic. I mean,
I
it's
know, I
really
know,
not like
I know.
like
I was teasing here a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I yeah. I'd love to do more stuff where it's like, not, childlike or romantic and more like intense adult. Not that I don't love, I love, all of that.
Yeah, shouting out by the way your beautiful Moore art helmets you did
Mm.
the trooper helmets.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are kind of like almost like goth romance. They
I see
meet
that.
right in the middle there, and I think
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like putting the flowers in there and having
Mm-hmm.
just this sort of death but also rebirth in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
really great stuff. Really great stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're gonna
Yeah, I
be
wanted to like go ahead.
yeah, they're gonna be on as well for later on this week, and people I guess you all know from the schedule having their 1 year anniversary as well. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I was just talking like I really wanted to like I came to those guys with the helmet idea and I just wanted it to make sort of like a still life painting. And you see sometimes there are like floral versions of that, but I
Hmm.
also wanted to include the Star Wars aspect.
Hmm.
Um, and I really like the one for me that's the Stormtrooper one really stands out because I love that the flowers that are coming out of it are like weeds. They're not like they're dandelions, which are more or less a weed
Hmm.
flower, which I thought was like you keep cutting them down and they keep coming back, sort of thing.
There's a question from the audience here. By the way, again, hello everybody. Really appreciate we appreciate your likes on there. I've seen the number spiked since I said it, so thank you very much. Craig, what's up? How you doing? Ian there. Nada joined us. Lucas, Paravaril, Gaz. Who else do we have? And Haley Smith. We talked about her, but she has a question, and she wants to know if you would like to do more horror film posters in the future. Is that something? What's your take on horror films? Are you scared?
I don't generally love horror, but there are some that really, like, if it's a historical horror, I'm into that. I love ghost stories, which is not really horror, but like The Witch.
I mean, ghosts are part of the horror universe, so it's fine. Yeah. So it's a horror film. I would give you that.
Yeah, I'd say like The Witch is probably the closest thing I like to horror, where it's sort of more suspenseful and creepy. But I'm not so much into the gore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because as I mentioned today, I've seen the new Palme d'Or winner. I just told you offline. And the Palme d'Or winner is from Julia Ducournau, or whatever her name is. And she made the film Raw. I don't know if you've heard about it, from 2016. It also very acclaimed. It's about cannibalism. It's really cool. But it's not like it's not like your typical horror film. It's more like your take on society and on taboos and stuff like that. And it's very subtle, but it still gives you some sort of creeps, and that's really crazy. And the new one, Titane, I hope I pronounced that right in French. My French is not that good, I'm sorry, people. But yeah, this it's a crazy movie. The cinema was packed with other critics, and there were a bunch of scenes. Like the lady next to me, she was sitting like this bunch of times. Bunch of times.
I mean, me watching like Midsummer, like.
Okay, yeah. Then
the whole time. It's super, just like any of the like gory stuff. I'm just like, I don't want to.
It goes in this direction. I had there were like two scenes where Ivan was like, oh, please don't do that.
Yeah, any body horror is really rough for me.
And it's not even like crazy, but just the imagination of what is happening is so crazy that it's like, this. I'm gonna spoil one scene. This lady, she wants to break her own nose. And then she starts punching herself multiple times. Doesn't work. And then she resorts to the bathroom counter, and just goes to town on it. It's like, I don't know. It's like, wow, really? There's some really crazy stuff. But the idea behind this movie is really intense. It's really about gender, feminism, and all of that, and also transhumanism to some extent. It's really interesting, but I think it's really out there. I was asked what I was thinking from the of the movie, right after, and I was like, yeah, this is the tagline for your poster. Titane is when Transformers meets art house.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if you have not seen the people out there, go check out the trailer. It won the Palme d'Or, but it's a crazy movie. I don't know what to say. But yeah.
Wow. I mean, it must be good if it won.
I mean, come on. Yeah, you have winners that are good, and you have winners that are not that good. But
that's true.
But there's a hype. Let's put it this way. Speaking of hype, No Way Home, yes or no?
Oh, yeah. Hyped. Totally hyped. Yeah.
And also on Shang-Chi. Have you seen Shang-Chi yet?
No. I mean, it's in theaters and...
Started today, right?
Yeah, I just haven't. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the movie theater to see it, but when it comes out, I will definitely.
I'm telling you though, it's definitely worth it. It's for me personally, it's top 5 MCU.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And I heard a bunch of people already saying the same thing. So
that's awesome. That makes me psyched.
It's some great stuff, and so. What is in the future for Nan Lawson, by the way?
I actually don't have a whole lot lined up right now. I'm just working on stuff for me, which is great. It's awesome. But if anyone's out there, give me a job. I'm free.
Let me see if I can tease a little something here on my end, for a little something I'm working on. I'm gonna drop this little tidbit here, people. There's going to be an art book. It's going to be mentioned over the weekend a couple of times. Maybe some artists that you will see here during the streams, they will be in this wonderful art book. And Nan also participated, and she turned on one great piece. Let me see if I can pull up her her artist. I don't want to tease the poster itself. But I guess.
Oh yeah.
I guess not. Let me see, because it doesn't let me import TIF files here. Let me see if I can. Do you have no? It was Sargent, right? Sargent. Do you know
Sargent? Yeah. The portrait artist.
Yeah. But do you remember the one you gave me? Like which portrait it was?
Ooh, I gave you.
Oh, I found it. It was a self-portrait. That's what I was looking for. His self-portrait.
Oh yeah, his self-portrait's so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna pull up here. So a couple more seconds, people. Try to get you in there. And there it is. There you can see it. It's a self-portrait of Mr. John Sargent. And yeah, this is what Nan is trying to emulate here. And because the idea for the book is, as I said before, based on one of my questions, which is which classical fine artist would you like to see make a movie poster? And we have John Sargent, as I just showed you, the man with a self-portrait, and Nan emulated this style and put it into a poster for the Lord of the Rings. So be prepared for that. It's really some greatness, and Nan is really a lover of Lord of the Rings. So many projects with Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when we were talking, I wish I could do a poster for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And now so many.
Yeah. There's a lot out there now.
Okay, there's a couple of things from the audience here. Nada Makhtari says she wants to see series 2 of the helmets. Is that in the cards if James makes it happen?
You got to talk to the Moore guys because they have the licenses. But yeah, I would love to. Okay,
so there you go, James. Let us know in the comments if this is gonna happen or not. You're the person to decide here, or Kier as well, obviously. But I think you're the art director, so you got more of a say there. While we wait James's answer, we have a question by Benbow, and he wants to know: are there any dream projects or poster jobs that you would love to do? I mean, we talked about that on my podcast, but let's hear it again. Or if it changed, maybe it changed.
Everyone, I feel like this is the blanket answer for everyone, which is the Star Wars or Marvel official projects. But I was also thinking I would love to do something with a more indie film, like an A24 type film or neon, Witch or Green Knight, or Midsummer maybe. That would be really fun.
All right. That sounds really good. So that's I think what the horror people wanted. Get the best of both worlds, and and the people are really excited. And James said he's not sure if there are many helmets left, but a couple left, right? There should be, right? Maybe. We have Scout Trooper. I think the Scout Trooper should that be in there, and also the Tusken Raider,
maybe
with a desert flower.
Yeah.
Who knows? But people will email More Art Gallery right now to make it happen. So there you go.
Flood the inbox.
Exactly. And Mr. Gareth Griffiths, AMPjam man himself, is asking, how do you start to craft your posters? Is it basically, do you use a pen? Is that still happening?
I work all digital. I don't do traditional sketches anymore. I do sketches. I definitely rough everything out. But yeah, it's all on my Cintiq.
Okay, but
sometimes the iPad.
If you don't you put little gifts for the people in there, just a rough sketch, an OG sketch?
little gifts in my sketch.
Yeah, no. I mean, that is, the sketches as a little gift into your when like people buy from your shop.
Oh no, I don't do that.
See, now I said something. People probably email you now wanting that.
You'll be like, hey, send me a Post-it with a doodle.
Exactly. I mean, that's always like I have to say, as a collector here and getting posters, I really enjoy getting those little gifts. The other day,
appreciate that.
Yeah, I really do, and I think a lot of people as well. And I just got the other day a nice little gift from Adam Edwards for his Alien poster that he did, and because I was saying like, man, Jonesy is missing in your Alien poster. Every Alien poster has to have Jonesy in it. And then he drew an OG and put in the corner Jonesy for me, and now I have an OG Alien cool. OG with Jonesy.
That's cool. Yeah, see, I'm not like much of a collector, so I didn't know that was a thing.
But yeah,
most art I buy does not come with little things.
I mean, it's always nice. And like also stickers. I have like on my computer, I try to put like all the stickers I get from artists and galleries. I put them on my computer, and like, you know, like, and then the students, like when I have this is my work computer, and I have like the computer app, and it's like, what is Mondo? There's you have 2 stickers with Mondo on, and then I always explain them and try to get them to buy posters.
Yeah.
Be my poster buddies.
Yeah.
Another question from the audience from The Great Movie Show is, what's your method if you come up with a killer idea away from your computer or studio?
Oh gosh.
You take out your phone.
I just like I have on my phone, the notes app.
Yeah.
I'll literally write like a sentence of like describing the scene and then come back to it, and sometimes I'll remember it and sometimes I don't. But that's usually all I do when I'm not near my computer. Yeah.
I don't know if this is a thing that you have with the when it comes to artists in general, like having them like to describe them something and they draw something. I don't know. Is that a thing you can do, or is that
like what? Like anything?
Like I would say, like basically like hey, how about a Phantom sketch? He has thicker eyebrows and bigger nose and more beard or whatever. Is that something you could do, or is that because I imagine just right now
I mean, like for like portrait type stuff I'd probably need more of a reference, but like, you know, the scenery stuff I could do. Okay. Yeah.
I was wondering, I don't know if that's a way to work in general, but because you said you write things down, I would say I'm more of a visual type. For me, you would have to like draw it out, like sketch it out. So
it's more just like using the words to remind myself of the like image I have in my head than actually drawing it out. Yeah,
I see. And what else is up here? People saying I sound like a pretty cool teacher. Yeah, I don't know. I hope so, at least. I hope so. Are there any other questions from the audience? And I have a little something in the end here that I will present to you guys. But before that, I want you to shout out a couple of questions there, and we can ask those to Nan, and Nan is obviously excited to answer any question, I guess. Let's wait here a second while I pull up something that you promised to give away. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And let me pull up the image. I mean, we talked about it already, so you might know what's gonna happen here. What flavor pizza should I order? Is James Hobson asking. None, buddy. How about you cook? Nan, you got preferences?
I'm a fan of the white pizza, like
what?
Some garlic.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Got it. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Garlic, and what else are we gonna put on there?
And like ricotta cheese, a little basil.
That's too much green. We're gonna take that off. It's just white, plain white, and sauce hollandaise instead of tomato, ketchup, tomato sauce.
Yeah, just cheese.
Yep. What are your influences? Is the question from the audience.
Well, for like the more the like through the woods, pulled back type stuff, I would say it definitely started off as more of a picture book, kids book sort of aesthetic. It's shifted from that a little bit. And with the portraits, I mean, we've already talked about it a little bit, but the Singer Sargent, his work I've gotten really into lately, and basically just old Renaissance paintings.
Fair enough, yeah. And obviously some good cinematography.
Yes.
Why are people saying that's mean, Gareth? Why are you cyberbullying here, James? He's saying you can't afford pizza, James.
Oof.
That's very mean, Gareth. I don't get the joke here. Major as Blaze. How did you develop your style is the question here.
It's just something over time, like just how I draw, really. It's not something I like thought in my head, this is how I'm going to draw. It's more just when I draw, this is what it looks like. But again, like, the influence is there with the more, picture book, painterly type stuff. So yeah, and it's always changing. My style is always changing. Since I've started being a freelance artist, it's completely different from where I started. Okay.
Another question which go kind of hand in hand, or not that close by. They're not hand in hand, but Kali AF wants to know, do you have a favorite movie poster by another artist?
I mean, that one that's
probably... Hold up. That's probably not visible for the people.
Well, it's the Matt Ferguson Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah, okay, this one here.
Yeah, that's the only like I bought that. That's like pretty much the only poster I have.
Yeah. I have up the one sheet right next to me on the light box, so that's that's nice.
That's really good.
Yep. So another question is there an underrepresented film or show that you would love to make some art for, maybe as a passion project?
Show or film?
Could be anything. I'm a big fan of Succession. Succession needs more posters.
Love Succession. Love Succession.
Third season is going to come up. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Have you seen?
Go ahead.
Have you seen HBO's The White Lotus?
Yeah.
I think that's the surprise hit of this year. I'm a big fan of the show, and I think there's some way to put out some really cool art for this show, because especially the intro would be a perfect background.
Yeah, very cool painting type stuff in there. Man, an underrepresented show or movie. Did you guys see that? I mean, I think you've probably seen it. Dark, that show.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course. That show was amazing.
I told a bunch of time to people that the school where everything takes place there in a little town is like, I don't know, 25 minutes away from my house where they filmed it. So all the other stuff is around Berlin. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it where you are? It's probably way more popular than
I think
in the US.
I think it's popular a lot internationally, not just here.
Yeah. Anytime I talk to anybody about it, they're like, they have not heard of it.
They have not, but it's on Netflix. I heard there's
at
least my bubble heard about it, from the international crowd.
I think it's definitely you have a bubble of people who are into that type of thing. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. Watch it, and I'd love to make art for it. I did do one actually a while ago, but I'd love to make more.
All right, and people saying there's Fringe. The show Fringe should have more.
Oh, Fringe! I loved that show.
I heard that before. This is not the first time that I heard people wanting Fringe.
I would love to do Fringe art. I'd have to rewatch it. I haven't watched it in probably I don't know, 8 years, whenever it came out.
Exactly. I finished it and then was done with it.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's another question. Any picture books that were highlights for you? What are we talking? Picture books like children's picture books, major ass plays, or are we talking art books? Maybe you can answer both.
That are like inspirations.
I guess so. Or that you want to point out? I don't know. I have pointing out. I just got the 59 Parks book, which is incredible. Love it.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. Um, Trying to think of picture books that are like really inspiring. I mean, anything by Mary Blair has always been very
Mm-hmm.
inspiring. She did a lot of like concept art as well as, picture book art.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can definitely see that in some of my work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anything with her
So
as
yeah,
the illustrator.
he was asking for. I hope it's a he, but yeah, the person asked for what kind of influenced you. So I guess that's the answer there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's very interesting. Never heard of it before, but
Mary Blair.
yeah, I mean it's a U.S. thing, I guess.
She was basically like the concept artist for Alice in Wonderland, the original
Ah, okay,
Disney
okay.
animated film. Like that's
That I
probably
do
where you
know.
would.
That I do know. Yeah.
Yeah.
People throwing in the hungry caterpillar. Yeah.
That's, I mean, classic.
May he rest in
Classic.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, we're gonna do a giveaway in a second here, people. I hope it's okay, Gareth. If not, you have to intervene right now. I was thinking about getting out the wheel of names. So put the comments in, and so I have when I look at the pop out chat, I could put them all into the wheel, and then have you guys in there, and that's what I was thinking. So I think that's a good idea. I hope so. Let me know, please, Gareth, if I can do that. Because right now, the bunch of people commented, but for some weird reason, the participants are like, I don't know, like 12, and we have like 50 viewers. So, but the Wheel of Names is like that's the thing. I don't know. Have you seen the Wheel of Names?
Mm-mm.
It's like
No.
basically like a Wheel of Fortune, but I can put all the names on from the people that are in the chat right now. Then it spins and it lands somewhere. And
Oh,
some lucky
that's fun.
person is excited to get one. But yeah, this is what we're gonna give away here. This beautiful piece, "The Fellowship of the Ring" by Vice Press and Nan Lawson. Is it a co-release also with Bottleneck?
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, so this piece is gonna be a giveaway. Have you the APs or?
Yes, I have a few APs, and I'm going to give away an AP.
Awesome. So giving away this one AP. Are you going to sign it and you're going to mark it as a AMPjam special edition? Remark it.
I will definitely sign it. I can do like a little giveaway remark.
Awesome. So everybody that wants to participate now, please put in a comment so you are shown in the participant list. And then we'll have a go at it in here in a second. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Names. Everybody is loving it. I'm pulling up the Wheel of Names here already. Getting in there. And let me set that up here because this is going to be a little bit different. But yeah, Nan, you can tell us a great story that happened in terms of your artwork, because when we talked, you talked about wedding portraits. Let's hear a great wedding story that maybe got out of hand. I don't know. Tell us a little something about that.
A wedding story?
Like yeah, from the
Like
wedding.
mine or?
If you have one from yours, I'll take that as well. But I was
Oh, I
talking.
actually do have a pretty good wedding story.
Okay,
for
go
you.
ahead. I'll cut off everybody now. I hope everybody's in there. I'll try to get the names. Okay, and
Okay.
you can talk.
When I got married, my soon-to-be mother-in-law gave me a family heirloom ring to wear as a sort of just as a gift. But I think it was more of just like to wear on this special day, something borrowed type of thing. And I wore it, and I think it didn't fit quite right or something. And then about halfway through the night, I look down and see that the ring is no longer on my finger. Yeah. Luckily, my wedding, I got married in at my parents'. They had a house in Cape Cod, so we were at a place that like we were staying the whole night, and basically like halfway through this night we were like, I lost this ring, we don't know where it is, it could be out in the woods somewhere because it's in the middle of the woods. And so I go to sleep that night, and like some people know what's happening and other people don't, and my mother-in-law definitely does not know. I don't know, hopefully she's not watching this. I don't think she knows the story, but I wake up super early the next morning and I'm just like freaking out, like I lost this ring. This is like not a good way to, start a relationship as a daughter.
Indeed, yeah.
But my husband's not in bed with me. He's already up. And he literally like walks into the room and like holds up the ring. He got up really early in the morning and scoured the property to find this thing. And he found it.
The one ring to rule them all.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Lord of the Rings.
Yes, as always.
Oh, that's a crazy story. How was your pulse and everything? Was it?
Oh, came down.
Very much came down. Okay.
Took a breath.
That's very good. Okay, I'm prepared with the wheel. And Craig, we answered that question already. I was pitching the dwarf throwing scene, so that's up there, and
Yeah, top 2 for sure.
Top 2 for sure. So the wheel is set up. I'm not going to be seen, and you will see only Nan as the lucky spinner here. And so the wheel is here. I have 31 names. I don't know what happened to the rest. I'm going to spin now. And it's spinning and spinning. Let's see who's going to be a lucky person. It's going to be AMPjam poster card. No! Branchino! Congratulations, my friend. You gave a couple good questions. So get your info to ampjamcon@gmail.com, I think. Maybe Gareth, write it in the comments and let the people know, or at least Mr. Branchino, where to send this poster.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Congrats.
So, what is the plan for the rest of the day? Watching
I have a couple
AMPjam, I
things
take
to
it.
work on, but
Yeah.
Mostly sketching. I have some things that I need to sketch out, and hopefully something comes together. I've been having a bit of an art block lately.
Okay.
So hoping things come together. My husband's home from work today too, so we'll probably have a nice lunch date.
Awesome. Give him a big heart. Give him a big heart, please. He's a very special, good guy. If you don't know Nan's husband, check out my interview with Michael Jonathan Smith.
And watch Cobra Kai.
Exactly. I mean, I think everybody's doing it. So thank you so much for coming on, and it's been such a pleasure again to talk to you. And
thanks for having me. It's great.
My pleasure, and I guess I'm speaking in the name of AMPjam and Gareth as well. And thank you for the very gracious giveaway here. And so Mr. Branchino probably loves the remarks. So if you could do one, I guess it would make his day.
Okay. I'll do my best.
All right. Then thank you again. And Branchino, please message Gareth. Gareth is going to give you the address, or hit him up on Instagram, and then he knows what's up. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Before you leave, please hit the like button. It's very much appreciated. And tune in for the next show. I'm going to be on with Courtney Orton Martin and Mr. Lyndon Willoughby, and we're talking about games and art. So that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Alrighty. Thank you so much again, Nan. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
And we're out.